The atmosphere in Ufa, Russia, was electric as fans filled the arena, buzzing in anticipation for the headline bout of IBA.PRO 9. Pavel Silyagin, undefeated in his professional career with 16 wins and a single draw, entered the ring exuding calm confidence. His record, coupled with a bronze medal at the 2015 World Championships and high rankings across IBF and WBA, spoke volumes of his skill and experience. Opposite him stood Keiber Gonzalez, the Venezuelan challenger, seasoned with national titles and international experience, including bouts in Caracas and Samara. Gonzalez had traveled thousands of miles with one goal: to prove himself against a world-class opponent. The contrast between the two fighters was evident. Silyagin was the picture of tactical precision and measured aggression, while Gonzalez relied on his resilience and ability to survive tough contests. As the bell rang, it became immediately clear that this would be a contest of strategy and skill rather than pure force. Every feint, jab, and step would be crucial, and the crowd knew they were witnessing not just a fight but a tactical chess match in motion. The early moments emphasized the psychological tension. Silyagin's calm control in the center of the ring contrasted with Gonzalez's cautious probing, setting the stage for a six-round war where timing, accuracy, and composure would determine the outcome. The story of this fight wasn't just in the punches thrown, it was in the space between them, the mental calculations, and the slow, deliberate pressure applied by Silyagin to assert dominance. Fans were already sensing the narrative, a masterclass in control versus the heart of a challenger unfolding in real time. From the first bell, Silyagin displayed why he was considered a tactical genius inside the ring. His jab, sharp and repetitive, dictated distance, forcing Gonzalez to hesitate before committing to offense. Silyagin moved fluidly, switching stances at key moments to create uncertainty, yet always returned to his orthodox base where his precision and timing were most lethal. Gonzalez tried to probe for openings, testing Silyagin's rhythm with cautious steps forward and occasional flurries. However, the Russian's experience shone through. He absorbed minimal risk while landing well-placed shots that reminded Gonzalez of the danger he faced. A looping right hand landed cleanly late in the round, signaling the first serious warning of Silyagin's power and accuracy. The Venezuelan responded by tightening his guard and retreating slightly, adjusting defensively to avoid exposing vulnerabilities. Silyagin's approach in the first round was not about explosive offense but about asserting psychological control, making Gonzalez think, hesitate, and react to his rhythm. The strategic packing allowed Silyagin to gauge his opponent's timing and habits without overcommitting. By the round's end, it was clear that while Gonzalez had survived the opening exchanges, he was already being subtly dominated. The crowd sensed Silyagin's authority. The way he controlled the center dictated range and forced his opponent into reactive positions. The narrative of the fight became apparent. Silyagin's technical mastery would be the defining factor, with Gonzalez needing more than courage to counter the Russian's precise, calculated assault. Every punch, feint, and adjustment contributed to the story, the first chapter in a battle of intellect, skill, and patience. Round 2 brought a small but notable shift in dynamics. Gonzalez, recognizing the danger of passive play, increased his activity and sought openings to land meaningful shots. He moved forward with more confidence, attempting to pressure Silyagin and disrupt his rhythm. For brief moments, Gonzalez connected with a few punches, demonstrating his experience and resilience. Yet Silyagin's mastery was on full display. His doubles and triples of jabs, coupled with subtle pivots and counters, neutralized Gonzalez's offense before it could develop into anything significant. Silyagin's body positioning and distance control kept Gonzalez constantly reactive, forcing the Venezuelan to retreat and recalibrate. Gonzalez's attempts to assert himself were commendable. He adjusted his guard, dodged key shots, and tried to exploit Silyagin's stance switches, but each move was met with calculated precision. The round also revealed Silyagin's ability to psychologically dominate. Even when Gonzalez threw combinations, he was hesitant and second-guessing, forced to defend rather than attack freely. By the end of round 2, Gonzalez had shown he could survive exchanges and make minor adjustments, but Silyagin's tactical dominance remained unshaken. The fight's story was becoming clearer. Silyagin's experience, discipline, and control of space were shaping the contest. Gonzalez had the heart and skill to engage, but Silyagin's calculated approach ensured that the narrative favored the Russian champion, with each round reinforcing his superiority in intelligence, timing, and ring generalship. Rounds 3 and 4 illustrated Silyagin's strategic evolution in the fight. He began mixing combinations to the head and body, keeping Gonzalez guessing and gradually wearing him down. The Russian's hand speed and precision became increasingly apparent, forcing Gonzalez to continuously adjust his footwork and guard. Silyagin's jab remained a consistent control tool, while body shots subtly sapped Gonzalez's energy and confidence. Occasional stance switches created moments of confusion for Gonzalez, yet Silyagin remained composed, never overextending or exposing himself to unnecessary risk. Gonzalez, while experienced, adopted a defensive posture, throwing fewer punches and focusing on survival. Silyagin's dominance was both physical and psychological. He dictated the pace, controlled the center, and accumulated small advantages that gradually eroded Gonzalez's confidence. The subtlety of his strategy made his control look effortless, a masterclass in measured pressure. Fans witnessed a fight where victory was defined not by knockouts, but by the accumulation of precise actions, controlling space and maintaining constant pressure. Each round reinforced the narrative. Silyagin was in complete command, and Gonzalez, though resilient, was fighting to survive against a superior tactician. By the fourth round, it was evident that the story of the fight was one of control, precision, and dominance, Silyagin's methodical approach dictating the rhythm and flow, leaving Gonzalez constantly adjusting, reactive, and under pressure. The final 2 rounds showcased Silyagin's ability to finish a fight with authority while minimizing risk. His jab remained consistent, combinations flowed naturally, and body shots continued to disrupt Gonzalez's rhythm. Gonzalez, aware that he was unlikely to win on points, focused on defense, survival, and moments of opportunistic offense. Silyagin capitalized on this, maintaining control, dictating pace, and subtly pushing his opponent to expend energy ineffectively. Even in moments of slight aggression from Gonzalez, Silyagin's calm countering neutralized threats and maintained ring dominance. By the bell, the result was clear. Silyagin had executed a masterful performance, winning every round with precision and tactical superiority. Gonzalez had shown heart, resilience, and experience, surviving a challenging 6-round test, but Silyagin's intelligence, timing, and ring generalship ensured his victory. The fight concluded as a blueprint of elite boxing. Measured pressure, technical superiority, and psychological control defined the story. Fans left the arena understanding that in high-level boxing, dominance isn't always about knockouts, it's about controlling space, rhythm, and opponents' decisions. Silyagin's performance was a masterclass in professional boxing, solidifying his place among the top super middleweights and demonstrating how experience, patience, and tactical mastery triumph over raw courage and sporadic offense.